So today I have a tool to unbox and put together. It's a new drill press. It is a Grizzly G7943 12-speed drill press. Let's take a look. Alright, I got it moved into the shop. This is just its temporary spot, just on my workbench. I'll show you why. If you look up, I can't open the door to change the speed where it's at. The ceiling over my bench is too low. Off to the left, I'm going to be adding some countertops soon, and that's where this is going to go. But until I get that done, this is where it's got to be. One thing that I'm impressed with so far is how quiet the machine is. Right now it's set really low. It's only at like 250 RPM. But if I turn that on, it's nice and quiet. The other thing that's kind of cool is the light that it has back there. The fixture for it is just your standard household bulb. So you don't have to go look for any sort of a specialty bulb to fit that. It says it can drill up to 3/4 inch thick steel. I don't have any steel that thick, so I'm just going to try with this little piece of flat stock I have here. Just see what happens. I don't really do any metalworking, so its ability to drill metal really isn't that important for what I do. There we go. It's only 1/4 inch steel, but still, it's the thickest I'll ever use. And it went through there with no problem. I would set it to run higher speeds, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to move this to be able to open the door on it right now. So until I get it into a good spot, I'm not going to do anything high speed. Okay, over here on the left, we have just one of these regular depth stops, which is a pretty basic feature, but it's one that my previous 2 drill presses have not had. And there's some things that I'm working on where this would be really handy when I'm batching out a lot of parts, so I'm pretty happy about that. Comes with a 5/8 inch chuck. Now, as far as the speeds, it'll go as low as 140 RPM and up to 3050 RPM. Right now it's set at, I believe, 260, somewhere in there, 200 and something. It's a 3/4 horse motor, just regular 110 volt. It's got like 3¼ inches of spindle travel, I think. Fairly smooth. You can hear the springs a little bit, but I don't think that really matters. The table is more of your standard metalworking table, so I am going to probably build some sort of a drill press table that's more geared towards woodworking to put on here, but for now this will work. You can also adjust the angle of the table, pretty standard. Rack and pinion elevation, pretty standard. It did come with one of these chuck shrouds. I'm not really a fan of these though, so I don't think I'm going to be using that. When I get this into its permanent position, I'm going to be making use of these bolt holes here at the back and here at the front to make sure it's nice and secure. Anyway, that is the Grizzly G7943 12-speed 14-inch benchtop drill press. There is a G7944, which is essentially the same machine, except it's a floor mounted model. I don't have room for one that big, so this should do just fine. Speed changes are pretty standard. You'll loosen this bolt right here, and then you can use this lever to adjust the belt tension and then move the belts back and forth on the pulleys. And there is a little guide under here, but I can't really show it to you since I can't open this door all the way. The guide tells you which positions on the pulleys to put the belt to get whatever RPM, and then you tighten the tension and lock it in place with that bolt. Pretty standard. One little bit of a nitpick, so on the door here, it doesn't lock in place really well. You have to kind of pull it out with this thing here, this knob, and then pull down, and it does okay. Part of that might be when the UPS guy was dropping this off, I actually saw him moving it in the truck and he dropped it, and there's a little bit of a dent back here. I don't really care though. I don't think it's going to affect the functionality. It's just more of a cosmetic thing, and it's on the back, so no big deal. There's not really much else to say about the machine. It seems really well built. Of course, fit and finish is maybe not as high as what you might see on a really high-end machine, but for my purposes, it's going to be just fine. This is my 4th Grizzly tool. My bandsaw, my jointer, and my dust collector are also Grizzlies, and they've all been great. And I think this one will be great as well. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer what I can. If you have questions that are more towards metalworking, I'm not the person to ask. Metalworking's not really my thing, but I'll try. Thanks for watching. If you're looking at this particular Grizzly drill press, I hope this is a little bit helpful so you know what comes with it and what to expect. If you want to see more of the things that I do in my shop, go ahead and subscribe. I've got a couple more tool unboxings coming up. We've been kind of investing a little heavily in the shop here recently, so there will be at least 2 more things to show soon. They're already here actually, I haven't finished editing the video yet. Until next time, make it right, make it awesome.